This is my first live stream, and I will be going over some of the questions that a lot of people have been asking and everything. Um, well, one question um, I think has been asked is why do I run with open hands? Well, it's all of muscle memory and it feels more comfortable with my hands. And really, I do a twist with it because you do a more powerful exertion of your muscles. You use like more of your muscles than just straightforward this muscle. You're actually using that muscle too. Why, hello everybody. um I'm just right now going over why sometimes I do open hands because I land with full force to the palm of my hand, and I've trained my hands a lot with like hammer fist and everything. Like, I've literally one time I had these cheap like lockers, the ones you get from dollar store, and I would smash them up, break the lock mechanism, and then rip them off because I'd be like, well, that's my locker, but a lot of people use it, so it was so funny. But yeah, I even saved somebody who owned a food truck who was using one of those cheap locks. And I was just like, you can't use one of those cheap padlocks? I could break that. He's just like, no way. I was just like, ripped it off. But yeah, besides from the point, yeah, I first land palm down and then I move my fingers forward because my palm, when it hits down really hard, it puts my whole body forward, and then I use my fingers to push myself forward. But I can do it with the same way, like this. It's just like when it's softer ground, it actually helps because you scoop in the dirt, and then when you scoop in the dirt, you actually compact it. Sorry, I did that reverse. I have a little bit of facial defiance disorder where I do the opposite of stuff when I get anxious. But besides the point, you compact the dirt and then you scoop it, and then it actually creates a better compulsion of going forward. But yeah, that's one reason why. And I also, when I do my legs, you see how it almost looks like I walk like a spider or a crab sometimes. I've been trying to work on that, but I sometimes fling my leg out to the side and I catch it with my tiptoe and I use both sides of my toe. That's because I've been doing a lot of cross country and track, and used to even practice on the sides of like railroad tracks where there's a bunch of rocks to practice my balance, because there's been times in cross country races that I've literally fallen straight down just on a random stick because I'm just using my tiptoes all the time. I would always even use my tiptoes when I was younger. I was just like, I need to run faster. And I would even do sometimes quads, but not that much because, yeah, I was in a trailer park in Michigan where I would live, in this trailer park called Sunnyvale. And I know that sounds ironic if anybody knows Trailer Park Boys, Sunnyvale. It kind of was like it there. People would be having rock wars, and like kids would be breaking into trailers and stuff that were abandoned, getting stuff. They blamed me. I was the common scapegoat, and also I was just a weird kid who also would get like lots of like crickets and stuff for my hedgehog. You also have to feed hedgehog sugar, but that's besides the point. I don't want to get into that. His name was Vladimir, but oh no, Vlad the Impaler. But yeah, for Vlad the Impaler. But yeah, um, I would collect that, and yeah, I was kind of a weird kid. Sometimes like I'd freak out when the door was locked, and Sometimes I would eat ants. I don't know if that's like a whole theory and thing for some people to like to eat ants. The flying ones. They tasted like almonds. Call me weird. But yeah, that was one thing. Some people would try and force me to do that when I was younger. But yeah, I was a kid that you just wouldn't mess with, or if you did, they just get the whole neighborhood. I got a bunch of scars on my back from kids stomping on me. Oh well. Ah, where am I outside? I'm right now outside a library. I'm at the Lucas Library. Just right now outside. My other phone got broken because Diamondback got bought out by China. And they think it's okay to use plastic gears for like the main gears for your shifting, like in mountain bikes. And well, I was riding my bike and my gears locked up. Well, I always stand while riding on my bike usually. And I sat on my phone. What is that on my phone? It broke. Yeah. I was about to answer a phone call, and yeah. I sat on my phone because I was reaching to the side, and then it just went, boop. And I'm like, no. Like, literally, my phone, this phone that I'm using right now is by, like, Boost Mobile, and it's a Samsung Galaxy 13, 11. And it works better than my other phone. My other phone is a Moto G. That's like a Frankenstein phone. It's like Moto G got bought out in 2002. Don't quote me on this, but around there. And then they just re-put together phone parts. And then they're just like, this works. We have a phone now. We got a company. We got so many cell towers. Like, but that's because of the 5G thing, when the whole thing and the whole paranoia of everything of that, 5G, they made so many of them that now they had to resell their companies and towers, and yeah, besides the point. Anybody got any other questions? Like, any questions about my scars, or like, I have went through cameo shifts, and I have had bilocation shifts. Like when I ran cross country, I'd feel like I'd be running with like wolves, and I would just keep pushing myself, and I would just hear like mush, mush, and I don't know. I would also just like when I would like climb really high, I would like to just fall straight down, and I feel like I'd be pouncing down, and I would like always land on fours. Like I could never do the roll. Like I could, yeah, the tuck and roll. Never could do the tuck and roll. No, it is a choker, but I like the jingles. I don't know. I do like making my own like choker collars. Like I made this bracelet. I don't have a lot of studs. Sometimes I just take apart Goodwill finds of like studded belts and then make stuff like that and chokers. So with Anarchy, I know it sounds like complete utter destruction, but I believe within the unity and the destruction of equality. Because equality, yes, that does sound like unity, but it provides hatred through concepts of what is right and wrong. And that is where it is a whole concept of whoever has the power to perceive what is good and evil. And that is evil in itself, but can be good. And you have to look at the perception line of what their standards are, and if they're using their goodness for like actual helping of people, or they're using their deception of destruction. Like government likes to have all these chemicals and make us do certain things and make things more complicated, so we're more focused on certain aspects, and provide astroturf media to create us to fight each other. And when we fight each other, all we're doing is just destroying the human race, because we're creating more of an uprising for people to want to consume more, because they're outraged in society. So they want to almost feed those endorphins and calm their adrenaline of being outraged on society. So they just consume and consume and consume, and then they just say, oh, this thing that's telling me to do this, that's evil, but I see it being good and everybody else sees it being good, is the ultimate thing. It's just like, no. That's why I'm an anarchist. I'm a punk, but like I'm also a Therian. Have went through a lot of emotional things and had a lot of emotional shifts. I can astral project, and I also astro shift. I've like went to my red links, and I've even faced like spirits before, and I have my own aura that's like this fire that like not a lot of spirits mess with me in the astral plane. I've talked to dead people in the astral plane. I don't know, I've had like a lot of bilocation shifts that haven't been like regular reality, or like stuff's been melting or people being ripped apart, but doesn't mean I react on that and go with it. No, I would just react just normal and just try and converse with people just around with me. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like part of like a lot of my pain was also because I didn't know I was lactose intolerant, and my mom never told me that, and I kind of resent it, but it's just like, it's how it is. A lot of problems I don't want to get into. I don't know, just like, yeah, hemorrhoids. Woo! Pain. Well, let's see what else. Oh, what's my favorite color? My favorite color has changed a lot over time, but now it's gotten to like a darkish sandish yellow to the like orange, like a brownish orange, like almost like amber, but like dark. Like I like the fire amber orange, but I also like a while ago started like green, and then it was like a red wine, and then it was blue, and then I don't know, I liked purple. Yeah, and those were like in the scale of like what my favorite colors. I have two favorite colors right now. It's like that dark amberish orange and yeah, dark yellow. No problem. I'm a little foggy with names. I've had a lot of concussions. I've had over 20 concussions. Some that is like been fun, and some that have been awful. Awful. Like one, I've had my Hellraiser board with independent trucks, and they were from the 90s. They weren't made with the steel alloy like the new trucks. They were made with higher steel content. But yeah, pretty much the trucks got hit right here in my like head right here. I'm glad it was right there, because anywhere else I would have probably gotten a crack or some dent, I don't know. But they hit me like 5 or 6 times, and yeah, I like did get a concussion, but like pretty much I was like boosh, ah, boosh, ah. And like after like the 6th time, he dropped the skateboard and then started punching me in the head, and I kept doing the same thing. And like, I think this is the 10th or 11th time, he literally like just ran off with all his friends, and even my friends ran off that were with me. They just ran off, and I was just like, get over here, and like, yeah, literally, they just ran off, and yeah, that stink. But other concussions, like one of my friends was giving me a hug, and I accidentally hit my head on the Suburban car that they had, and that gave me a concussion. But that was a okay concussion. But yeah, I have the power to just literally power through concussions sometimes. I don't know. I could tell a lot of stories about concussions. I have been like having memories of just like back of some of them. I don't remember every single one, but I've had one going snowboarding. Well, not snowboarding. It was sledding, but I jumped this little ice mound, and like I went 7 feet up in the air, and literally, if I didn't accidentally tilt this way and the sled didn't break on the impact, because when the sled broke, literally snow stopped me, and then just floop, and then I hit my head, and then my head ran down, and he's just like, are you okay? I'm just like, yeah, what just happened? Everything went to nothing. And he's just like, let's go. I'm like, no, I'm not done. I want to sled some more. Oh, good times. I don't know. One time, like, the most craziest time that I remember, like, me having, like, pure, like, rage instinct of, like, remembrance is I once jumped on somebody's shoulders. It was a 6th grader. But yeah, he was making fun of me, and, just kept teasing me on my birthday, and was sticking up for a kid who, literally threw a rock at my eye. Yeah. Yeah. His name was Mickey. Of course his name is Mickey. That kid is so entitled. Like, literally, he was in karate class and would choke his mom out and like use his karate to like hurt his family, and his dad was the only one standing up. And one time I threw a snow ice ball at his ear, and he like freaked out and he started crying. And he was like trying to call the cops on me. And his dad was using AOL, and he's just like, get off of the computer. He's just like, no. Oh, it was so funny. Seven. It was 7. Now there's 3 people. Yeah, I'm also a furry. I went to a furry event, and I got kicked out because I thought I was too dangerous. I was so hurt and went through so much pain and went through a whole emotional breakup, and then like, yeah, I was just expressing myself and doing quadrobics and shifting, and I also was in the woods like at 12 before the whole thing started, because my taxi driver dropped me off and he called the cops, and then they knocked on their door and they had to look for me all around, and they wasted 6 batteries of the drone. They didn't get mad about that. They didn't get mad about something else, and they didn't get, I don't know, You know, I don't want to get into it. I don't know. I might get into it later if somebody asks more about it. What, are you actually curious about the thing? I don't know. It was just like pretty much like, I guess so, because I was yelling on the phone because my mom was just like screaming at me and stuff, and also it wasn't. Oh, I guess so. I was being too dangerous on the high. What is it called? The high ring course. It was like high up, and I guess I was being dangerous. They said on that, and yeah, the YMCA just didn't want me back. Oh well. uh, yeah, it really hurt when it was like 10 o'clock and I figured that out walking back from Hilton, Ohio, from Cincinnati. That emotionally destroyed me and put the fire underneath my, like, soul to want to start my own, like, fur camp, but actually Therian camp, because I really thought furries felt the same thing as me about the theology and the animalistic energy and how you feel like your actual character. But I was always just so afraid to even like talk about it because like every time I felt like almost about to mention it, like somebody would be dissing it. Like my dad dissed it when I was younger, with a Tosh.0 episode playing, and then literally one of my like punk friends like dissed it, but like I haven't talked to that person. All my other um, punk rock friends are cool with me about being like a furry and also a Therian. I also feel ultra human because I'm a super empath and I feel a lot of people's energy and I like helping people. I also like doing spiritual, yeah, a little bit of spiritual healing. I've helped people um, deal with trauma and stuff. I also am good with well, another thing that I wanted to take up is like massage therapy. Like I'm really good with getting knots out. Like literally, I wish I could just remove my hand, like the Addams Family, like it, and just like massage my own back. That would be awesome. Oh, that's awesome. You're for Anatherian? That's cool. I'm one too. Yeah, I always like enjoyed the furry art and furry community. It was like really an uplifting, bringing thing during like a dark time of my life, dealing with a lot of stuff. And it always just brought me joy. Oh, that's awesome. Um, Shoot, I'm sorry, I just lost a little train of thought. You got any questions for me? Oh, that's awesome. I, that's awesome that you got friends that support you. I'm glad to hear that. I support you too. Everybody who's subscribed to me, I support you, and you're my friend. But yeah, I also have friends that support me. Some might think like I don't understand it, but they support me. Even when I did that post about the pub and grub when I was at the next door pub and grub on St. Patrick's Day, I was actually having people ask me and were actually interested about learning about Therians and about the spiritual connection and the psychological, because I understand it is spiritual and psychological. It doesn't have one main point of aspect, and our mind and body opens ourselves up to spiritual and psychological like things when we're ready. But yeah, oh, my Therian type, it is a red lynx. I also like have like a strong connection with Clydesdale horse, deer, and also like wolf, or I don't know, maybe like see, because I'm trying to remember, because it would be like I would have by location shifts when I would run cross country, and I would just run harder. Like literally, I thought I would have asthma, but I actually had grangioma, two non-cancerous growths in my lung, and would just keep running harder. Like I would be breathing hard, and I would just see me running with a pack of like wolves, and I'd be just like, sure, like go harder, and it would just pushing me forward harder and harder. Um, Also, a lot of people ask me, like, when did I get like a lot of practice, and I did a lot of practice at Field of Fear, and that was really fun. That was a corn maze, and that was a haunt, and I was a runner for this thing called Jailbreak, and they first had me in like a street vest, and I was just like doing quadrovics because like I wanted to get back into it. I would do it a lot, but like I just never had the confidence, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm scaring people, I'm doing this, and I want to get back into this, and I want to get really good at this. And I thought when I would be at the fur like the fur event, I thought they would want to do that with me. Nobody wanted to do that with me. Nobody. I'm like, no. Oh, I really wanted somebody to do quadrobics with me, because it really brings me joy. Like, people say like, oh, you're just trying to get attention. No, I really enjoy doing it and sharing it with people, and I like watching myself, because really, it is a really tricky thing to do. It is. It's like a lot of motion and a lot of things you have to do. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I try my best to be a good influence and the best I can, and I'm just having fun. I don't know, I'm not trying to be something, I'm just having fun. I've always wanted to do the YouTube thing, and I don't know, I just have a lot of good insight. I've went through a lot. Oh, I don't know, I have to admit it, me trying to fit in was always the wrong thing to do, and once I started to not fit in, that's when I found my true happiness and was able to like express myself without feeling true pain. And that was when I was doing punk rock, and then like pretty much I would be doing hardcore punk rock music, like my band Six System, and I also would be in Los Jacks, a surfer punk band. that was in, well, they also was in Spanish. But I would be doing tambourine and maracas, and pretty much like I'd be doing like four different like shakes. I'd like slam it against my like wrist, and then I would just go with even maracas and be like jumping on one foot and just like, yeah, having all fun. Sometimes doing the butt kick and just being in the mosh pit, just being a hype man and everything. Like, see, I wish I found the thing community and alter human community and just like went with the furry community too, because like I missed out and I was just like, yeah. But I don't know. I developed in a person, and it's how it is. It's figure stuff out. Oh, what's going on? Oh, that's awesome. And yeah, it is fun scaring people and just having fun with it, because all they want to do is get a rise out of you. And if you just come back with them at something funny or just, yeah, have fun with it, it's just like way more positive. And it's fun to do. But you gotta be careful. Some people are a little crazy and outrageous, and it's just like not everybody can just take the blows. But I'm glad that you had fun with it. I'm sorry that they're using racial slurs, if that was what was going on. It's never right, and you just have to pretty much play it off. But yeah. What gear do I have? Well, pretty much like I got this fur tail from the convention from this creator named Cozy Cat. I got a real fur coat, the one that's in Cats Trapped in the Rat Cage. That's made from like alpaca fur, and that was actually salvaged from something that was almost ruined, and I gave it like a complete dust bath and kept combing it. I let it sit for like 6 hours in the dust bath, and I really cleaned it and combed it. I got these cool vests and stuff. um I don't know, I got let's see, one, two, three. Yeah, three vests. I got a fur shirt. I don't know. I like my fur clothes. um, I have an acrylic fur coat that matches this Boyd bear that I have. Little stuffed animal. Um, I also have like a fake mink style coat, the black one. I have that white coat that I wear at the fur event, because I couldn't sew the fur that I had. I wanted to make something like that huge wall of fur. I think it's like 8 foot of fur. I bought that at Michael's for $90. I used that with some of my payment at the Field of Fear. That was really fun, though, I have to admit it. Some of the like laughs I got was like funny. Like, one of my favorite comments was like, these people were talking about going to CC's Pizza, and I'm just like, I would join you at CC's Pizza, but I'm lactose intolerant, so I have to drink your blood. So why don't I just Strap right in, or something like that. I did it like in a more deep voice. If you want me to do it in my deep voice, let me know if you want me to do it in like my scary deep voice. I don't know, it was better than that, but there was a lot of good scares. Like I even got this partner scare with somebody where I scared this one person to fall in the corn, and then literally somebody in the shed that his friend like left him. Literally, he got scared by this person with this like fake cattle prod, and then he sat on his face, and we were just scared him continuously. We were like, "Yes, gravel on the ground, as you eat the full moon." Oh, it was so funny. Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, if you get on your YouTube and send me a tag link, I'll try and look at your persona. That'd be cool. I've been trying to have somebody make my persona, but like I've been just having other problems, and like I've been stuck with this one person. I've been trying to pay for a fursuit and stuff because I really want one. It really brings me joy. I really want to go to a rave and be in a fursuit and dance. Like, literally, people thought I was on something on that rave. No, I was on pure joy and just like happiness. Like, literally, when I was wearing like my vest and the white vest, I mean, the white jacket, um, literally when I went outside it was like cold. I like took it off and like steam was coming off of me. They were just like, wow, you look like a photo finished perfect picture. I'm like, could somebody take it? And nobody wanted to take it. Really feel like people were just jealous of me because literally when I was in my toxic relationship, I lost like 20 pounds of muscle. And literally, I had to work from getting back from that. I broke up with my ex because literally she had trauma. That's what I'm going to say. And going too slow, couldn't forget stuff, and pushed me off, and yeah, then gave me all my stuff in a book bag. It was about 80 pounds, and pushed me down, and I hyperextended this rib right here, and literally I was freaking out trying to find my stuff, and then literally, well, what hyperextended means is my rib, instead of cracking, it spaced out, like the muscles in between spaced out, and like, yeah, literally I couldn't laugh, and it would hurt sometimes to do this, and yeah, I had to pretty much fix up my parents' old place, and yeah, besides the point, yeah, I had to. I'm sorry if I'm stuttering. It was very stressful and very traumatizing, and yeah, pretty much left there. Had to go to one of my old boss's places, and I asked her his help to fix up my place and everything, and I got help, and then I was doing the job to try and go to the furry lake camp, and yeah, it was a camp, but yeah, besides the point, yeah, he was being mean to me too, and my mom was helping me as much as she should, and it was very traumatizing, and I don't know, if you want me to be more descriptive, tell me to be more descriptive, but oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it did hurt. Oh, But I'm glad I'm away from it, and like even when I talk to her, it's still even painful. Oh, all the trauma going through. But oh well, I'm working through it and just having fun and expressing myself. And I've been trying to work on art. I'm at my art and also do music. I have like a lot of songs that I've been wanting to work on. Um, I have, well, I've been wanting to work on a song called Shattered Reality. I have another song called Enester the Custer Wolf. Uh, I have another song that's called Edalister the Illustrious. And I have another song called, I'm trying to remember, but it's about my, like, trip back from, the fur camp, and like I wanted it to be like fur run well, yeah, fur keeps my soul warm, but that was like another one. But yeah, it's really funny. I really like it. And a lot of my music has like um, a surrealism to it with I like to sometimes do like um what is it called? I don't want to say like zoo diseases, but like animal related things and heavier. That was like my whole like Elynxtra saw with cats trapped in the rat cage. That's like Elynxtra. Um, yeah. I have another song also called Goofball the Wicker Clown that is somebody's persona character that I really liked, and I'm working on that song, and that's gonna be like hilarious. Like it's gonna have this sound for like the goofball. Goofball the Wicker Clown. It's gonna be like. Give me a second. Let me clear my throat to do it. I'm Goofball the Wicker Clown. It's gonna be like that, and I'm gonna have it like cut in with my friend his name's really hard on YouTube that like I get my music from, but I don't know, Tony Perkins. I mean Tony X. Yeah, Tony X. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, those are some songs that I'm working on. There's another crazy song I'm working on, but that's very back burner song that secret. uh, um, let's see what other questions. I appreciate hearing that. I enjoy bringing joy to all of this amazing community. I'm sorry I looked up. I just saw the moon. I was looking at the moon. I'm sorry I'm laughing. It's also a little bit of my comfort thing. That's why I have that song, Laugh at the Hatred. I'm not laughing at hatred because I appreciate the thank yous. I'm sorry. uh, um. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, my style of music is like a rant style. Um, Yeah, I got an influence from my music. Well, I mean, the start was Nine Inch Nails and Bauhaus. And then I was also liking Rancid, um, Operation Ivy, the Depeche Mode, the Smiths. I really like the Smiths. Um, the Clash. I do like, yeah, the Clash, like Daddy's the Bank Robber. I do like that song. Um, Madness. Tomorrow's just another day. And what's cool about Madness, Tomorrow's just another day, they actually have a furry suit in the video. Um, like one of the like original old, like I think it's like 80s or 70s style, but it's like a gray cat. It's like in a garden with like these flowers and like this Robin Hood shooting an arrow. It's actually like one of my favorite songs to sing when I'm like sad or sometimes happy. Um, also, I do like the Matthew Wilder song, Break My Stride. That is a good song. When did I start doing quads? Ah, it is a good question. I mean, I think I started like trying to do a little bit of quads when I was like 14, but I didn't do a lot and I don't remember a lot, but like yeah, like I said, it was when the Field of Fears when I really started, but like I did want to get good at it and was practicing at doing it when I was like 17. Well, I was also busy doing a lot of moshing too. I guess so that was practice. It's just like, I don't know. I was dealing with a lot of stress and I used, well, yeah, stress and toxic people and toxic relationships. See, the thing that sucks about being a super empath is a lot of people like to use your just emotional positivity and joy for their own gain and will use their toxic habits to try and influence you into feeling their pity to try and cultivate you into being in their web of pain. But that aside from the point, what's the next question? Yeah, I mean, I wear like what I do in my videos, like the um jacket. It's like a Forever 21 jacket, and I have my vest and I have my tail, and I do it public and like. I'm sorry for doing it in stores, but if it makes people feel better, I do it when it's like stores closing and like there's nobody around and like I don't know. It's just like sometimes the fields are flooded, sometimes the like there's no lights and like I only have one phone and if I break this phone then I'm no videos for a while. I don't know if my RCA like Viking Pro tablet can do it. I still need to do some of my other old music videos when I'm like 17, but like I use like the R word and a lot of other cuss words, and I don't know what's gonna happen if I post them on YouTube. If I'm gonna get flagged, or if they're just gonna immediately get like taken off. Like, bye. Yeah, one of well, I don't think too. Yeah, one of them I want to release is Interstellar Douchebag. It's funny. I got a lot of funny songs and a lot of funny stuff on the making. Um, Shoot, I'm blanking. I did want to do like a furry TV show thing, but that kind of got scratched because the whole thing happened, and I wanted to make it like furry tools and construction and stuff, where there's like hand tools for the more sensitive like furries, like the animal traits with the furries, and like more silent tools for the classes, and then power tools for the more energetic ones. But that's aside from it. If you want to hear about that, you can hear. Let me know. Oh, awesome! I've been talking for a while. Is there any questions you got since you just joined? Oh, thank you for that one comment. Moon Therian. I think I said it right. I appreciate it. I try and use it the best I can, and I swear it makes me feel like I can't even fall in love because people just take advantage of me. Oh, it hurts with that one relationship because I helped them with so many things. And oh, but yeah, thank you. I do appreciate that. I really do. My pronouns. Well, I do like being called he, and I don't know, I feel like I want to do like them and they, because like I don't know, I don't like prefer to say like I am something that I can't wear and have that masculine trait like attribute, but like that is mainly me. Like literally, my aura energy is so energetic and high of adrenaline that literally people get influenced and kind of go sporadic, or kind of be like, or like talk to me, and they're just like, okay, 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 okay. Bye. It's just like, all right. But yeah, I think they, them, he. I don't know if I go by she, but I don't know. I do like wearing like sometimes like feminine clothes. They fit me better. I don't know. I'm skinny. I have an 8 pack. I'm really skinny. I need to gain more weight. I weigh like 150 right now. I went to 160, then I lost weight because I've been not going to food drives. Sometimes I even, oh, this is one thing. Going to a food drive, I have weared my like tail and my jacket, like my actual real fur jacket. But let's see what other question. Yes, I am a Therian. Um, I've well, I've been a Therian for a while. I didn't figure out I was Therian until I went, well, a little bit later after the like whole furry event, because nobody at the fur event, I don't think, knew what a Therian was. Because I would be like asking them like, with your fursuit, do you feel a like electrostatic connection? Like, does it bring you the happiness and joy of being connected with like your animalistic traits? Like, do you mix like two certain animalistic traits that you feel, and like stuff like that? Like, I didn't know what theoryology was, or I didn't know like all about the shifts and like all this other stuff. It was just like I'm like still learning, because like I was like at first, like when I was like seeing people do quadrobics and stuff and learning about it. I was like learning from people who are just like, nah, you can't be a vegetarian. You can only be a vegetarian. There are only choices, and there's only, I mean, not choices, but there's only this and that and this and that and that. And I'm like, whoa, 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 okay, let me read this. Oh, okay, I just have to watch more videos and then it'll make more sense. Like, I didn't choose to feel these things. It's just like the things that have happened through my life. And yeah, I don't know. A lot of times I see sight in slow motion. I'm not trying to brag about it. It's kind of like a curse, but I don't know. If I focus on it, I get a headache after like 3-5 minutes. But I can see stuff like in a car going really fast. Oh, okay, for sure. I understand it. Oh, wait, is that Demon Scorpion? Is that the person who called me Demon Scorpion? Who's doing the demons? Is that you? Is that you? I love that name. Alright, bye. Therian live. Live for. Yeah, live forever. Bye, Therian, live forever. Was that potential rabid wolf the person who called me Demon Scorpion? Oh, hi, Arthur Morgan. You got any questions for me? Um. Awesome. I guess so that I take that as a yes. So, alright, alright, alright. Oh, what's my theory and type? It is a red lynx. And, yeah, like I said before in the video, it's, yeah, red lynx. And I also have had cameo shifts, I'm pretty sure. Like when I was younger, when I would run cross country, I would like have a bilocate. Well, I guess so. Sorry, I'm getting mixed up. I would have bilocation shifts when I would be running cross country of wolf or like a running pack dog, and pretty much like it would push me going harder and harder because I would just see myself running with the pack. And I have a really strong connection feeling with deer and also Clydesdale horse. But yeah, that's a little bit about me. I don't know. I can also do some lynx cries and stuff. Nobody's guessed the one lynx cry in one of the videos that I did. It's like a meow cry. But oh, thanks. I didn't think I was gonna do the live today too, because I was flipping back and forward between my YouTube, and I was just like, oh no, my phone's at 68, like battery percent. It's now at 38%. I tried to plug it into this charger port thing, but yeah, they turned that off. And they're just like, no, they locked the other one. I could probably ask them to unlock it, but I don't know. I haven't done that yet. This library loves me. I've weared my tail and stuff and my fur in here. I'm going to do a whole mask making thing, and I'm gonna bring beads and stuff. Hopefully, I get people to bring hot glues. If you live in Toledo, Ohio, this place, you be able to make it here. To do some art. I don't know. If you want to have the beads yourself, you might have to pay. But you can maybe make a mask for me. And if it's really, really cool, I don't know. I might maybe have a free way off of the making the mask beads. I don't know. I have to plan that all out, and I have to sign up something with the library. But that's whole future plans and everything. It might be soon. I don't know. Let's see. Do I have any pets? Yeah, well, my parents had, like, pets and stuff. I mean, I've had a lot of cats. I've taken care of a lot of cats, and I've had over 25 cats. There's still some of them still alive, but a lot of trauma with dealing with fleas and stuff because of this one person who was leaving a bunch of clothes and a bunch of stuff in a place abandoned, and then that pretty much flooded a bunch of those over here, and then they bled to death when they were getting a bath. But I've had pets. I've had cats. My favorite cat was my Blackfoot cat that I had. It was a South African cat. Very rare, very small, wild cat. I found it just randomly at a park, wild, in Ohio. Only in Ohio. I have a dog named Salvador. He is like a mutt mix. He kind of almost looks like a dingo dog. But, yeah, he's a really fast dog. He has arthritis in his back 2 legs. He quadrupeds in his back 2 legs, and he swing them out forward like this, and it's really fun running with him. And he likes getting hugs because he was always jealous of my cat Amy, who every time when I would be having a bad day or something, my cat would meow and then give me a hug. It would reach its paws out and just go give me a hug. I'd even have some cats that I would wear as a scarf, and I'd go into the corner store and I'd be wearing a cat scarf, and I'd be get my snacks with my cat scarf. Oh, I miss Amy. Besides the point, yeah, my parents have cats. They still have cats. They're still alive. The cats that they have are Penelope, Sophia. Those are the 2 runt cats. And then the big mother cat is Flower. Really, really big cat. I swear, it put Garfield to shame how big that cat is. But, then there's, Pluto, which, that cat's a survivor. It's a black cat, and, whew, that cat's a survivor. It had, once, maggots in its tail, and it literally chewed that part off, and we got rid of the maggots, but it chewed that part of its tail off, and it was bone sticking off, and then chewed that part off. We don't know where the bone is, but yeah. That happened when I left a little bit, because it was a lot of stress dealing with, there was a lot of stuff. My mom was dating somebody that had kids that were really toxic, that they got better, but I don't know. I did not enjoy having to have block wars. I became ambidextrous with both hands of catching blocks, because they would be throwing 5 blocks at me, and I'd literally just be bloop, 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 throwing them down, and then sometimes I scoop them up and just start just chugging them. Oh, so many crazy stories I could tell about that if anybody wants to hear about that. But let me read through some more of these questions, because I can keep just going on about rants. I'm not rants, but actual real life stories. Oh, that's cool. I have Arthur, yeah, Arthur Morgan. Yeah, I usually have, I don't know, red link shifts sometimes. I don't know. I've had a little urge to maybe have some hats. I don't know. But yeah, I don't like when mice are scurrying around sometimes. So that does get me angsty. I have caught a mouse in my hands before. Um, other shift things. When I'm like sad, I curl up in a ball. Like, I usually just like curling up in a ball over here, pretty much. I don't know. I like the quad. My sight goes into slow motion. What's my favorite food? Sushi. I like walnuts. I like sweet potatoes. I love those flying saucer candies. Sour Patch Kids. This candy. I do like eggplant parmesan. I like. I don't like cream cheese, but yeah, any sushi, I will eat tons of sushi. I love eating raw salmon. Um, Let me think. Other foods I like. I don't know. I like eating a lot of spicy food. I can eat a whole spoonful of wasabi. I love spicy food. I've eaten Carolina Reaper peppers. I ate a Carolina Reaper pepper once before with Omega Tribe when I was playing at the precinct show. He didn't let me finish it, but like I was just like, anybody want to eat this hot pepper? It's a carrot, and then he just like ate it, and he's just like, oh, what pepper did I eat? And I'm like, that's a Carolina Reaper pepper. And he's just like, what? What do I do? I'm like, you eat some hummus and have this Escamillo pepper. Escamillo pepper is like one of those peppers that look like one of those long witch noses. Besides the point, the hummus has a protein in it that cancels out the spice because protein is canceled. Spice is canceled out by protein because it's an oil. Protein absorbs oil. Milk will actually make it worse because they give cows water. So there is water in there, and there's layers that they separate the milk from. But besides some point, there's water in it. Water spreads it. Spreads oil. So it makes it worse. Okay. Ooh. Let's see what else. How long am I gonna be on? Till my phone dies. And it's at 36%. I don't know, I don't know how long, but maybe as long as my phone's on, or, yeah, when I feel like it. Oh, that's not weird. I appreciate it. I do really appreciate that, Moon Theory. eh, I wish that, like, I did get respect when I was younger, and even before for me, but I'm not gonna get into whole that ordeal. That was very fun. But yeah, thank you. I do really appreciate it. It's not weird. I don't know what somehow I have 42 means. Potentially rabbit wolf. But I'll get to all the comments. It is a good question. A lot of people wondering what's wrong with Ohio. It's just more a lot of cop funded. Like, literally, I hate how we had, like, parks that were made for, like, people to run, like, concession stands or, like, homeless people to sell their stuff. And instead, they made it where they just have a storage for cop cars. Like, yeah, no, I hate it. That's one thing wrong with Ohio. um, Bikes at seedy corner stores getting taken. That's one other thing. But aside from that, it's sometimes really chill. Um, yeah, Salvador is a great dog. It's really like adorable when he gets like scared and he like goes like underneath like my like legs. He'll be like cowering and he feels like comforted by me because um yeah, I took care of him when he once got hit by a car. Yeah, literally when I took him on like a literal 8 mile run, I did like 12 laps around a park, and then I did like um 6 suicides up a giant hill in one of my videos that I did. And then I did 12 more laps around another part of the park, and then a couple more suicides, and then went back, and then yeah, pretty much I went upstairs, and then everybody left the door open and then a gate. Then he ran out, then got hit by a car, and then yeah, I had to take care of him 2 weeks straight. I would only get like an hour or 2 hours of sleep, and I'd be taking care of him because he would be staying up so late because he'd be dealing with arthritis in his back 2 legs that he would literally fall over, and I would have to like catch him while staying up. But yeah, Salvador is a great dog. Um, what's your opinion on spiders? I like spiders. I used to have terrors about being eaten alive when I was younger about spiders, but I love spiders. Like, I used to catch like crazy wild spiders. Like, I used to catch brown lacooses. I caught a huntsman. Well, no, the huntsman spider wasn't the most impressive. The hybridized huntsman spider was really impressive. Like, I had a huntsman spider that was with a camel spider and a Brazilian walking spider, and I think it even had the hyperdemic needles that like uh why am I blanking on the spider's name? Well, besides that point, yeah, I've caught an banana spider before. They're literally this big, no joke. I literally saw it knock down wheatgrass. Like, it was nothing. It was really cool. Yeah, I love spiders. I like the ones with like the triangle shape butts, even though those are poisonous and stuff. I don't know. Jumping spiders are really cool. I have some spiders protecting the plant that I have in my place that um is there. But yeah, I was just like get a couple jumping spiders for it because it's just like there's sometimes that I'm gone for a while and I don't want to worry about white fuzzy yeah, it's white aphids, yeah. Or white fuzzy aphids, yeah. Those things stink, and the trick of getting rid of those is actually neem oil. You just get a little bit of neem oil with some water and rinse them off. That's a natural trick. I learned that from working in an organic garden. Oh, so many stories about that. I was working for literally Emperor Palpatine. Literally, I was planting sugar snap peas, and I told him, like, you need to bury it at least with this much soil. But he was just like, no, just do this much soil, 3 inches. And I'm like, all the voles and moles are going to uproot it and just destroy it. And what happened? They all got uprooted. Yeah, because I was just like, what? Do you want them all destroyed? You just want me to kill it? Kill it. He's just like, just do it how I want. I'm like, fine. Yeah, I planted, you have to plant them 1.5 feet, and then I planted like 100 feet rows. I planted 8 rows, so I think it was like about 45 each one, so I don't know, I don't feel like doing math right now. But yeah, it was a lot. They got all uprooted, then I had to replant them. And I actually replanted them deep enough where they didn't get uprooted. You know what happened? The woodchuck ate it. Well, I got my revenge on the woodchuck. That's all I'm going to say. Turkey vulture took care of the rest. But that's because his dog got ridden of because somebody went into their place. You know what? I'm not going to get in that story unless you want me to. Let's see. Depends on the spiders. This one's yummy. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that both those spiders are missing their legs. Oh, I know that feeling with some kinds of bugs. I actually, before like this whole like winter and everything started and everything, I saved a little bumblebee. Think I still have the video if anybody's interested in me posting it. But yeah, I had a bumblebee that was like on my window that was about to freeze to death outside, and I like pretty much put my finger out and brought it inside, put it on my flower, and put like a little orange for it to eat some orange and get drunk off some like sugar. And yeah, it survived for a while, and it was just walking around the plant like trying to eat the waxy coating off of the flower. And sadly, it stung itself and killed itself, but what are you gonna do? It's life, it's nature. It's not like some bees. Because there are some bees that can survive, like worker bees, like honeybees. There's this honeybee that survived in a greenhouse, and it survived for like, I think they say like over 10 years. And it was like drinking water and having nectar and stuff. It's really interesting. But yeah. Alright. Let's see what's next. Huh. That is a really good question to tell the gender. I'm trying to remember if it's. Oh, I used to do a lot of like insect research because I think there's something maybe of the eyes or something on the butt. I know there's something with fish where like I think the male is the one with the circle and the crescent shape like this, and then the female's just like the basic just circle that they have of fish. That's how you tell the gender of fish. I'm trying to remember if there's a certain thing of spiders. Oh, I don't know. But yeah, I used to actually take care of tilapia fish. I want to do a whole aquaponics setup thing. I love aquaponics with the Clayton balls and having a whole like tilapia farm with over 75 gallons. That is the key factor. I mean, you can do a small scale one at 50 gallons, but like 75 gallons is if you want them to actually breed, and you want to have it at least at 85 degrees water. And I don't know, I could go on and on and on about how to take care of a fish tank and how to actually build your own aquaponics setup. So, I don't know. If you're interested in that, I might even make a video on how to make your own aquaponics setup because I like doing stuff like that. Uh, what is my favorite animal? Well, I mean, the lynx is definitely one of my favorite animals. I do like the Canadian lynx. I also am a big fan of the I always mix up the Doberman Pinschers, but I like the Doberman Pinscher breed. They're a really fun dog to be able to run. I've known people who've had it, and I really enjoy like practicing my full sprint with running that dog. But yeah, the Clydesdale horse is also one of my favorites. I guess the Clydesdales would be one of my favorite. I mean, I wish I could be as strong as a Clydesdale, but I know that's impossible. I mean, I think the only person who could come close to being as strong as a Clydesdale is like the Cannonball Man. Okay, so that's my own joke. David and Rufus sounds like a cool name. I mean, I'm a big fan of David Tennant from Doctor Who. Arthur Morgan for your spider name. Abigail is a nice name. Oh no! I got a hot glue burn on my hand scarf. I think it's this one. Or wait, is it? No, it's this one right here. I've gotten a hot glue burn. I'm trying to remember if it's just basic hot glue or if it was me being kind of pyroish and burning a hot glue with the lighter. It's just like, I forgot what I was, I think I was like putting on a patch and I just didn't have a hot glue gun, so I was just like using it like a deodorant stick. And I was just like watching the fire on the hot glue, and I probably burned myself. That's how you burnt yourself with a hot glue gun. Moon theory. Oh, cool. You live in Ohio too? Cool. That's neat. I actually met Therian in Ohio um, when I was at the eclipse at the Botanical Gardens. I wanted to do a video, but yeah, there's a lot of energy going on, and yeah. So, yeah. I even got like a perfect like video idea too. But you know what? That's gonna be the next thing when I run into somebody in Ohio nearby me when I'm doing a video. I wanted to make it like, who's that Therian Montel? It's Elynxtra! Have it somebody else's channel be like, man. Funny. Well, probably, wait, potentially rabid wolf. Everybody lives somewhere. What's my favorite song? Oh, there's a lot of songs that are like my favorite. I have to admit it. Clash, in the Sandinista album, "Wanna Go Crazy." That was one of my favorite songs. "Daddy Was a Bank Robber" by the Clash. I like The Ants, "It's Too Hot." Queen, "Bohemian Rhapsody." I also like Doors, "Alabama Whiskey Bar." "Riders in the Storm" by the Doors. "Crystal Ship" by the Doors. I also like Fear, "I Love Living in the City." That's a good cool punk song that I like. The Ramones, "I Wanna Be Sedated." That's also one of my favorite songs. I don't know, I have a lot of favorite songs. The Class, "I Wanna Go Crazy." Reason why that song was one of my favorite songs is I used to have this exploding drawer in my room, and I would have this record player, and I would blast my record player as loud as I could go. It'd be blowing up like M5000s, like firecrackers in my drawer, and no one would hear it. I've only got caught like 3-4 times. One of them was blowing up a toaster. I went through a lot of pain during my childhood, and that was something that brought me joy. Fireworks. But who hasn't had fun with fireworks? Oh, oh, cool. That's cool. You use neem oil for your plants. Yeah, if you need any other plant tips, I got lots of plant tips. I know a really good nitrate-based soil that I've made with like also compost, and whew, the tomato plant that I got growing was insane. It was a berry tomato plant, and literally I got this berry tomato plant growing 13 feet tall. Like, it would have actually been 16 feet tall, but it's just like I couldn't cage it in anymore. Like, I had 5 cages all around the thing just trying to keep it up, and like it was just growing so many tomatoes. But the trick was, I digged a 1-foot hole like about this big, And then I digged it 3 feet deep down. And then I also made a couple little channels within the thing so it actually was able to root in. And when you do a tomato plant, you'll see that it'll have purple on the plant, like where it is. And it sometimes have roots growing. You want to bury that down where that purple is. And then you want to cut it right where the grafting point where it like is growing the side, because that will help it grow. But yeah, that's the sizing point. Okay. Yeah, I do have stories for everything. I got heat stroke stories. I've had stories of a drill going through my hand and stopping my blood flow and from having a heat stroke. I got stories for having pure, like, complete body exhaustion. Ooh, crab spider. I'm sorry, ADHD. Yeah. Yeah. They they are. I really want to do an Adult Swim like little short of like for bee therians. I might just put it under copy link because I haven't had any bee therian like tell me like what to wear. I know you don't have to wear anything to be like a bee therian, but I want to just do it respectfully and it's going to be funny. It's going to be really funny. It's gonna be so funny. I don't want to even say it because I know if I say it, somebody's gonna get it. It's too good. Self pollination. Because I'm so. It's gonna be so funny. Oh, I'm glad that you're enjoying it. I will probably do more lives. I was just kind of just anxious and wanted to have music, but I was just like, you know what? I'm just going live. We're just doing it because I don't got music, but I got myself. And I guess so that's good as no. No, I do not have a Therian mask. I don't know, I've been trying to find somebody to make me one because I've been just broke and really I've been trying to find something, but it's just like it's been slim picking and everything's just been going wrong and really I've just had the rough end of everything. Like I've been this close to getting something and then it just goes boop, this close and then boop. And it's just slow progress, but yeah. I don't have a Therian mask. I was gonna try and make one today, but yeah, I kinda just dealing with emotional stuff today. And yeah. I was gonna make one at the leather shop. I don't know. I'm just trying to think what I want to do because I got like a bunch of teeth beads and stuff, and I got a bunch of beads. I'm wondering if I want to do beads or if I want to do like something like with the felt, or I have fur, and if I want to just do the fur. I don't know. I always overthink my art when I do my art. That's why, like, I'm really stoked to release this, like, energy artwork with the fortune cookies, because literally, I had 30 fortune cookies that I bought, and then I picked out of, like, 9 of them, and then I pretty much, all of them went off of each other, and just kept going off, and then, like, the 10th one was just, like, a person without history is the happiest person of all. And I'm like, perfect. It's telling me there's no more history for the fortune cookies to tell me. And then I just started making this energy artwork, and it has my embodiment of energy within it. And it was a very powerful art piece. And I'm going to be making prints of it where There's going to be a bottom piece where you can fill in what you want. I'm going to have a little tiny sticker on it first for the video, or it's going to be like, I don't know, furry, Therian, otherkin, alter human at the bottom, because it's just such a powerful piece. And like the end one of like somebody who's in the belief of the 99th rule and has only interest is like only good intentions and no like depravity within your actions, and having only positive outlooks of like negative things when everything is going wrong. Like when everything is against you, you're still staying positive. That's pretty much what that means. It sounds a little complicated, but really positive word. But yeah, let's see what else. Ugh. Okay. Oh, I would love to do a fish shop. I do make a really good like glazing. Like one of my cheap glazing mixtures that I love to make is with soy sauce, two duck sauces, and then two mustards. Well, actually one. No, it's maybe two. And then ginger with brown sugar. And then you can add more soy sauce, but not too much. You don't want to water it down too much. And you want to add enough sugar so when you cook it in the oven, it puts a nice glaze. And the thinner you chop up your oh, also it helps to add maple syrup if you like a little bit of that mapley taste. It will go really good with the other sauces too, and will help like glaze it even more. I do love making glazes and reductions and one pot meals. Those are like one of my favorite things to make. Mm, wine reductions. Size point. Uh, Alright, bye, Arthur Morgan. Have a good night's sleep. Oh, see you later, Theory. Ooh, that stinks. Oh. Well, if I should have told you the trick. I'm sorry I didn't tell you a trick. There's a trick of with burning. If you ever burn yourself, immediately try. If it's hot glue, immediately try and wipe. Well, don't try and wipe it off hard because if it does blister. Well, sorry. You want to put ice on it immediately and put pressure, and then you want to do that for at least about a minute or two, and then you want to dry it, and then you want to put liquid Band-Aid over it. Let that liquid Band-Aid dry, and the tension will keep in the blister from bubbling out. That is a trick that I've learned because I used to burn myself. Well, I didn't burn myself on purpose. Well, I mean, if it wasn't like to hurt myself. If sometimes show us a party trick to be like, look, I got so much callous skin, I can have my black smoke come off of me and read my skin burning. Oh well, that's great. My own stuff. Do I have pets? Not right now at my place, but my parents do have pets. Like I said, they have cats. They have Amy, Pluto, uh, Penelope and Sophia and Salvador. And Salvador's the dog, and yeah, he's a really like awesome dog that literally back legs run like a quadruped. Um, yeah. Um, oh, I know that feeling. I swear, cats love eating chargers. Oh, it would drive me crazy. I've once even. Well, one thing that's even worse is when mice like to try and eat stuff. Like, I've once had a mouse eat a video game. Like, why? A video game? And it was even one of my favorite ones that was like the Clone Wars where Ahsoka would be like, look at those teeth! It was so funny. Every time it was like a storm. I mean, yeah, it was so hilarious. Oh, I miss that game. But yeah, I swear, they always trying to eat stuff. Oh wow, somebody just talked about a crab spider. Yeah, I just saw a crab spider. I guess so, yeah. I was about to grab it, but now it's gone. Man, crab spiders can be sneaky. Anybody have a crab spider, they'll just crawl straight through the cracks of your door or anything. Literally, those little soft things that keep in the air, oh, they'll keep it out spiders. And that's why a lot of people have screen doors because, yeah, spiders get through. But they get through those little cracks. They're really sneaky. Oh, thanks. Oh wow, I got to the end. This is the end. My only the end. It's not the end of my video, but I don't know. I like that door. So um yeah, let me think. More stuff about me. Or people got more questions, or you just want me to think of something more to talk about? Um, I've once, I used to have ginormous, like, bonfires. I once had a bonfire that was literally the size of my house. It was like 2 stories high, and the neighbors got so mad, and literally, they called the fire department on me. Well, yeah, that would always happen a lot of times. There was this one time that I literally burned like about maybe a pound or 2 pounds of gunpowder I took apart from like gun shells and stuff that I would find and stuff. And yeah, pretty much somebody called the fire department. Well, literally, I stick my head out the window because I'm like looking out and I'm nearby this fire station, and literally there's these 2 fire trucks just sitting out at the abandoned fire station, and literally I'm just like, oh no, it's because of all that smoke coming out of my room. And like literally even my mom didn't even notice it, and she slept walked upstairs and went to use the restroom. It was coughing her like lungs out. And I was just like, oh no, fanning out the room. Cause like me and my friend just realized like we forgot to cover up the vent for the bathroom. And we were just freaking out, venting out the room because I couldn't even see this far in front of my face. It was just all smoke. And yeah, well, besides the point, the fire department was there at the abandoned fireplace. I'd stick my head out the window up stairs, and I'm just like in the most high pitched voice I could, like, hi, and the dude just like face palms, like, psh, and like, reverses, like tries to do a reverse 180, and just like books it, because it was like nighttime. It was like probably like 2 a.m. some early time of night. It was so bad. I don't know if they're ever gonna come back for me. uh, I had burned so much treated wood for my neighbor because he had a salvage scrapyard thing. Free firewood. Oh, what's my battery at? 25%. Uh, that's good to hear that they're still okay being like caught up in a car fire. I've never gotten caught up in a car fire, but I've had a bed caught on fire. Cat knocked over a lamp that we thought just didn't work, but yeah, pretty much it was still plugged in. The light bulb was broken and it fell over, and yeah, the electricity from the copper in the light somehow connected with the like metal wiring in the bed and arced and literally started to create fire. And when I first like stepped out of my room and was just like saw it was like all smoky and it kind of smelled like hazelnut, smelled like a coffee shop. I'm like who's brewing coffee? Like it smells good. Like, you know what? Maybe it's just because it's foggy. Maybe somebody's just making coffee downstairs. Like, so I closed the door and then I opened it again and then it's like way worse. It's like huge smoke and then there's like fire on the bed. I'm like, what? No, no. This is like in my parents' room that they don't even use. They just slept downstairs. But like, I grabbed the fire extinguisher to start putting it out, and like I'm just like pick up the bed and I'm like threw it down the stairs and I'm just like fire station. Stop it. Spraying with water, and my mom's like, what are you doing? You're making it more just hectic. I'm just like, I'm putting out the fire. Okay, tell more stories. Oh, when you get put on the moment, you're just like, I have to admit it, one of the most funnest mosh pits I ever been in when I was on tour with Los Jacks was like, I think it was in Cleveland or Columbus. It was this band called Weed Whacker Crew, and literally they had this leaf blower full of confetti, and then they had all these like shrubbery plants that they started to cut up with a weed whacker, and they just kept having it knock over and they had to keep picking it up. I'm like, I got you, and I was holding it while they were like cutting it up, and literally he's just like, all right, I'm done with this. He just throws the weed whacker on the ground and he just picks up the plant and then he just chucks it behind him, and then like the slow motion that I see just kicks in and I see a big dust cloud of like dirt just go. I'm like, yeah, pick up the next one, and then I'm just like, bah. It's like oh, dust clouds of dirt. Oh, but yeah, I used to be when I first though got like really into doing shows and meeting people in the punk crowd was when my parents did this show venue thing called ADHD Entertainment, and it started for my 16th birthday. And people just really liked my punk show birthday, and like I just got to talking to Los Jacks and also just hanging out with other people, and just started my own band. Like I created my first song called "America, Home of the Sheeples," and I'll try and sing a little bit of it, but it's just like, I'm just sitting here, nothing to do, watching my America fall apart as I. Ah, I'll try and remember if you really want to hear the whole thing, but yeah, that song was like when I was 17 and stuff, or 16, and shoot, I'm sorry, I just went on a whole tangent now, but yeah, the ADHD entertainment thing was a really fun thing. I'd literally set up a whole show venue in like an hour or two, picking up heavy speakers and floor speakers and just setting them all up, and then starting mosh pits and enjoying drinks with the show. I sometimes drink, like, yeah. It was fun. It was really fun. Uh, Oh, you just joined? Hello. You got any questions? Because right now I'm just telling stories. So I'll cap over any questions if you got any. Because my phone's like right now at 24%. Oh, besides from that, yeah, ADHD Entertainment was really fun, and I'd just be doing punk shows and doing the lighting for it and being in mosh pits. I'd also get to sell my studded bracelets that I made from belts and stuff like this right here. This is actually, these studs are from one of my original bracelets from when I'd be going on tour and stuff and everything. Very fun time traveling around New York. And I was very lucky to be able to go on there because, yeah, I almost wasn't able to because I once got hit with a resisting arrest charge. That wasn't fun. That was a bunch of bogus and everything. And I was attacked by a cop and had my face smashed in Krav Maga style like multiple times. And that was another one of my concussions that I don't like talking about, but yeah. um, Let me think. Oh, my favorite color? I got a lot of favorite colors that I already mentioned, but again, it is like an amberish dark orange. Also, I like sandy yellow, but before I used to like green, and then it was red wine, then it was blue, and then it was purple. So, I don't know. I've had like an all plethora of colors that I've liked in the range. I once even had like a rainbow hairstyle of like the fire scale with my mohawk that I used to have, where I had like my base was white, and then I had red with orange with yellow, and then with the tips around being green and purple, because those are like super hot flames. And that was actually one of the flames that came off of my propane tip that was discontinued in the 80s that I have, called a press nozzle, and I have a cyclone tip with it. And pretty much that ghost flames a flame literally with white, blue, green, which means the blue is, I think, 1,200,000 no, not Scovin. What's 1,200 million? I don't know. It's one of the hottest flames on white. And ghost makes it even hotter because that means that it's taking the cold air from around it and burning it even hotter. Like, well, not the cold air. I meant the heat around it and burning it even hotter. Okay. What are my favorite things to do in my meantime? Well, I do like making rant songs, but like I don't do it a lot. I like sometimes doing art. I like out in the wild. I don't know. I also used to like sharpening knives. I know that might sound weird, but like I love the feeling of like how you can feel each little individual like filing just go zing. And like I'm really good at rebuilding like edges on blades and stuff. I tried to take up forging and stuff, but literally somebody took my anvil and yeah. I don't know. I like playing video games. I like working out. Um, yeah, I do like working out a lot. I do cross country, biking. Um, I like going to thrift stores and antique malls and garage sales a lot. Um, I don't know. I like um, I don't know. Search through stuff and stuff like that. I've lost a lot of stuff, so I searched through stuff because I've had a lot of stuff thrown out. But yeah, those are some of my fun pastime doing. I do like doing knife tricks too. It helps with like seeing stuff in slow motion because like it kind of stinks sometimes when you're just like doing this and then you just see it just go and you're like, so it's just fun to just flip, 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 flip. What's crazy is I've literally accidentally almost flipped it so close to me, and then I seen that it was on the flat side, like where it's not sharp. I bounced it back with my fingers. I'm really good at stuff like that. Um, but yeah, I also like fixing up Zippo lighters sometimes. I like cooking. Um, I don't know. I like working out with people. Um, mosh pits. Mosh pits. I love going in mosh pits. Sometimes I'll go up on stage if somebody has like one of those rant. I meant like jam beats, like noise beats, and want somebody to sing. I don't know. That's not all the time, but yeah. Um, I don't know. When I get like actual phone that works good and I actually have data, I like doing Pokemon Go. I really like doing Pokemon Go. I literally run like miles for Pokemon. There's times that I ran to a whole other park, like full sprint to catch a Nidoking or a Nidoqueen, or I'd be like, oh, my favorite Typhlosion. Oh, I gotta get it. Gotta get it. Gotta get it. Like, no joke. I am a total game freak. If there is a game freak. um, I don't know. I like collecting games. Um, I do want to start playing Atari. I just need to get a good old TV and see if I can find my F adapter. I like collecting retro games and stuff. Um, I don't know. Uh, I used to have a lot of Bakugan and Blade Blades. Now I only have a little bit of Blade Blades and one of my favorite. Um, oh no, I have a little bit of Bakugans and like one Blade Blade and a couple of old Blade Blades. Um, got some Pokemon cards. I wish I had all the other Pokemon cards, but that's a long story. And yeah, I have a Game Boy collection. I got the Game Boy Micro. I got the Game Boy Advance SP High Color Edition. I have the. I think I have the regular one. I think I still have that. I have the light, the Game Boy Light. Oh wait, no. I have the Game Boy Pocket and the Game Boy Color. I don't have the Game Boy Light. The Game Boy Light is the Japan edition, which I've been wanting that one. But I have the Game Boy, and I used to have the Game Boy, the regular Game Boy Advance, but yeah, step brother and stepsister broke that. Got GameCube, got Sega Genesis. Yeah, I got the Atari 2600 and the 70, I think 78 or 7600. No, 7800. Yeah. Yes, I do support the LGBTQ, and I am demisexual. Which means that it is somebody that I connect emotionally with. And yeah, that happened after my whole relationship with my ex and completely being destroyed, but at least I still feel love. She was a darkened path if I ever met one. I'm just laughing because that was painful, but yeah. But yeah, pretty much, yeah. It's, yeah. I'm pretty much like a weeble wob. I'll go both sides all over the place with people. Doesn't mean I'm polyamorous, but I don't know. Yeah, no. Yep. I just went through a heartbreak actually again, trying to find love again. But yeah, that's a whole long story. That's why I did that one song on the Quadrovics. Why, hello. If you just get here, you can ask any questions. I see that you're the only one right now. Oh, here's another person. Oh, I swear I hate when cats bite really hard. It can, like, really hurt. Especially when you're allergic and then you start to, like, swell up a tiny bit. Oh, that really stinks. Especially with, like, scratch. Like, getting cat scratch fever can never be fun. Let me check what my phone's at. Oh, shoot. I'm at 20%. Yeah, I would suggest putting some ice. I mean, I wouldn't put clove oil on it, that would hurt. Yeah. But don't put ice on it too long. You don't want to get nerve damage. Um, shoot. Oh wow, I've been talking for 2 hours. I would have never thought it. Well, hello too. You have any questions? What am I up to? I've been just talking for like 2 hours and just talking about like stories that went on in my life and little things that people have asked questions about. I've been just all over the place and stuff. Um, I don't know, another thing is I bike a lot. Like, it's common for me to bike 8 miles. I've walked 8 miles. Like, when I was walking back from the St. Patrick's bar, I walked 9 miles. So, yeah, I'm used to going far distances. Oh, that's awesome. Sorry with the emoji. Anybody who came back got any more questions? Well, I mean, with cats, you just need to be stern and maybe just give it a little spray and be like, no, you can't use multiple words because cats can only understand, I think it's 3 or 4 syllable words. I think dogs are the ones that can understand 4. But yeah, you just need to be a little stern. You don't have to be like swatting at it, but like little boop. That never hurts. Just be like, nope. I'm sorry, it's still biting you. It's never fun. So, does anybody else want me to talk about anything else? Because I'm pretty much talking till my battery dies, and it's at 19%. So it's getting down to that final countdown. Do. The scariest thing I've experienced. I don't know. I've experienced a lot of scary things, and some things that, like, I should have been more scared at the time. Like, I've, something that I often want to talk about, because I've once almost had, like, fire explode in my mouth. That's another story that is going to be a video in the future that I'm going to show because I've learned how to master that. But I don't know. I've went downhill on bike and jumped like a little like rock mound. It was like a little fancy thing of rocks, and like literally, I landed it, but like I went so hard that literally my bike like tire bent and then I flipped. That was pretty like woo. But it's been really scary because like even when I fall, it's either like I land on my hands and I'm lucky when I'm on grass because it's not as bad as when I land on like concrete. Because I have landed on concrete before to the point where I've like ripped out a chunk of like my hand right here, and then literally it went down to like my like baby skin, meaning like like my first layer of skin where you can feel like the flesh oozing out. I didn't even realize it. And like I went to my friends, and like right when I was leaving, he was just like, "All right, see you later." Gives me like a high five or like shakes my hand, and he's just like, "Why is your hand all wet?" I'm like, "I don't know." I'm like, "Oh, it's oozing pus and flesh." Well, I fell on my bike because my chain locked up, and because my chain locked up, I pedaled myself forward and being hit at the same time on that bump, and then, bloop, yeah, I flipped. I don't know. I also, oh, another scary story when I was younger, and it was like near, I think, Mommy, near by the Sylvania Theater, something like that. But I was on my red mongoose bike. I missed that bike. That got stolen. Besides the point, red mongoose bike, and I was riding as fast as I could. I was going. Well, I was right next to the side like freeway that it was like this bridge, and well, I was going so fast that pretty much I accidentally had my like bike, the handlebars go like this, bloop, sideways, where cars were, where I was going. And I was just like, oh. So I just kept pedaling harder and harder, and my like tire was just going. I'm like, oh no, what do I do? What do I do? And I just hit it forward. I'm like, ugh. And I'm just like, all right. And then I go, like in the section near where the apartments I used to live, and there was this like fence, and this fence had this weird stuff that blocks like the out area, like a weird tarping thing. I don't know what it's called, but it's like this tarping thing that they put on fence. Well, I wasn't able to see, and there was like this parking lot there, and I was going, and all I hear is like a and I'm like, you know what, that's probably nothing. Well, I go out where the fence is and into that parking lot, and lo and behold, there's a like pizza car, and I get hit and I fly off my bike. That was a scary thing. I don't know. I've given, I'm not gonna tell that story. I've had a gun hold to me before. Uh, um, I've had somebody that I was hanging out with take somebody else's gun and shoot it in front of a school, and literally just like run off, and then like threaten me to like come with him where the school has cameras. That was really stupid and crazy. And then he was like, that was a whole crazy thing. Another scary story. I don't know. I've had a nail go through my Spider-Man sandal when I was a kid, and literally hearing my dad well, pretty much the noise of the nail coming out was pretty scary. My dad pulled it out of my sandal with a hammer, and like he used the prying thing, and literally I could feel like what it sounds like when you pull a nail out of wood, how it goes like I could feel that, and oh, it was terrible. Let me think. When I was younger, I've like climbed up this old apple tree that was like 3-4 stories. I don't know. It was really high, like really, really high. I fell backwards, and like I fell backwards because I got all the way to the top, and then I was just like, yeah, and then yeah, crab apple tree branches are the worst because they're so thin, and yeah, it snapped, and I fell backwards, and yeah, that kind of broke my fall, all those branches smacking me, and then I just fall on my back, and I'm like, oh. Um, I know I've had way scarier time. Oh, when I was helping my ex with finding a place to stay, I asked one of my well, it's a terrible friend for a place to stay, and he's just like, yeah, my mom has a place, and you can just give her rent money. And I'm like, cool, okay. Well, I go there and stuff. Well, there's no door or anything, and I knock, and nobody answered. And he's just like, yeah, she could not be there, and yeah, she didn't answer, didn't answer. I didn't check the bathroom. Well, lo and behold, I moved the stuff in and everything, and yeah, she freaks out, comes out of the shower, starts whipping me with a fishing rod, and I'm blocking it, and I snap the fishing rod in my hand, trying to block it from hitting her, and grabbing the stuff while all this is going on, and then she's like trying to pull my hair out and stuff, and we're tussling, and then she just is like, oh, I'm so sorry if you're my son, I'm so sorry. That was pretty scary. And then she was screaming at me saying it was all my fault, and you deserve everything that happened to you, you're terrible, you're terrible, while we're at the motel that the person came back to help us. It was bringing her stuff that she had to get from. Whoo! That was some toxic, scary stuff. Almost as scary as this one other person that I dated. uh, People love to just try and control me and make up stories about me, and it's just like, I don't like it, but it's how it is. Oh, thank you, Garfield the kitten. I appreciate it. Thanks, Sam and Kobe fan. I do appreciate it. I try my best. Literally, like, I thought I was never going to be able to do it, but I just kept working it and practicing at it. Like, when I was younger, I never thought I was going to be able to do it with, this whole thing of when I got, surgery on it and everything. It's called a terrible triad. It's one of the worst arm surgeries to get. I had to have an arm surgeon and a hand surgeon. And they told me I was only going to be able to open my hand, my arm, this much. I'm not not this, but yeah, this much. But I proved them wrong. I was just like, bam, I got 95 to almost 98%. And you can't even tell. But yeah, I do arm twist and then forward because I gotta use the side muscle right here. Because they literally took out my muscle. They had to remove my muscle because it was literally ripped and torn apart. When it broke, oh, I didn't cry. All I did was just or because they wanted to twist it without any pain medicine or anything. They were just okay, got your x-ray. Okay, got your x-ray. I'm like, it's broken. You just moving around shattered bones and stuff. Stop it. Literally, when I went to urgent care, because I told my parents, no, can't go to urgent care. They don't have all the x-ray equipment. I literally got so irritated that I had to go to the emergency room. I literally thought, oh, it was just really in socket. So I just tried to pop it out of socket. It popped twice. Well, when it popped twice, it popped 8 times. It went like, I'm like no. Like remembering that pain still brings me back pain. I couldn't like lay down for like an hour. I would have to like maneuver all my clothes and pillows and just grab random stuff and throw it on the floor, and I'd be like, pillow. Or I'd be just sitting like this for hours and hours and hours. Ugh. Yeah, that was also a terrifying thing and scary thing that I went through, I guess. But it made me stronger. Uh, what is the best thing that's ever happened to me? Um, well, I guess so. Finding like the Therian community and stuff, and being in the furry community instead of just going with like my self-destructiveness of thinking like no one I can connect with or anybody, and I was just gonna be alone and was like on a self-destructive path that I don't even want to get into. But yeah, it's called the Death Drive, and it's very bad. My ex got me into that, and a lot of other people, and yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Also, having all these supportive people. So yeah. So thank you all, my supportive people, and Therians, and Alterhumans, and Otherkins, and Furries, and all of you. I guess so. That is the best thing. But I guess if you want me to say something else, uh, I don't know, making music. I don't know. Um, getting my strength back. Getting rid of hemorrhoids, and also um, gaining more muscle memory control by having more raw vegetables and cutting out beef and pork and dairy, and my health improving, and my thought process and everything. I guess so that would be one positive thing. Check my battery life. 15%. Yeah, 15% is my battery number. Or did it just go all the way to the top? Garfield the kitten. I said it before, but I'll say it again. I'm not being rude, or I'm sorry if that sounded rude. My Therian type is a red lynx, and I think I've also had cameo shifts of like with a wolf or like a racing dog, because when I run cross country, I'd also have bilocation shifts of being within a dog pack. Um, I feel a strong connection with deers and Clydesdale horse. Um, yeah. Uh, yay, cookie. Thank you, Therian forever. I mean, live forever. Oh, I'm sorry that you have to go in your closet Therian. I know the pain. I was a closeted furry who didn't know he was a Therian. It sucks. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with my pain. That's how I deal with pain. I laugh. So know that I respect you, and I hope that you get your own self confidence to be able to become outgoing of being a Therian, because it just takes confidence and your own appreciation of yourself to be able to have people respect you. And even when people diss you, you have to laugh with them, because a lot of the times some people will be challenging you into seeing if you are emotionally ready to be able to talk with them. And now that sounds crazy, but some people are just weird. Everybody's different. And it's just how they emotionally act and just be how they are. And I talk a lot about that in my Elynxtra's confidence of wearing your fur out in the open. And yeah, if you want me to go over any other topics on there, just let me know, or let me know right now. Because I've worked with a lot of people, and I've talked to a lot of people, and I've dealt with a lot of egotistical maniacs that, yeah, I know quite a bit of emotionalism, and I've learned a lot of good emotional habits and a lot of stuff about the human body and stuff and stuff. What is something that I like? I mean, I really enjoy doing quadrobics. I like playing the game Ratchet and Clank. I like, hmm. I mean, I sometimes like really dremeling like stones and making like bowls and stuff. That was one thing I used to love doing as a kid, because I love feeling the vibration from the stone. Ooh, I also like astral projecting, and I like meditating. I don't know, I like working out. Um, I don't know, I love eating sushi. So, I don't know, I would love to do a competitive eating of sushi. That would be fun. Biking. I love biking. I love doing no hands biking sometimes. I like skateboarding really fast. I do like roller skating really fast too. Like, I'm thinking about going to Ohio Skate adults only and wearing my fur tail and my fur. Um, yeah, I really like going really fast. Like, on skateboarding, I love feeling the speed wobbles. Like, I would go so fast on this Kryptonics board I would have. It was a fishtail board. It was literally about, I guess I can't really show. I guess I could show it this way. But it was literally a bit bigger than a penny board, but almost the size of a penny board. And I would love going downhill on it. And I had like literally 2-inch spacers on it with like these longboard wheels on it. It was insane, because literally I'd be speed wobbling on this thing, and I'd literally, this is how I balance on speed wobbling, because my board would be going like this, like, and be going so fast that I would have like rubbery wheels that would be sliding and gliding while I'm doing this, but I'd be like, just to balance out the board, because if I didn't do that, it would literally whip me right off of the board, and I could run while the board whipped me off. But the trick with that is when you're running on a board, you have to do the kicking forward while being on the board and kicking the board back, and you use pretty much the top middle. You don't want to use the middle. The middle will cancel out your force, but the top middle, you'll get just enough balance and just enough force to be able to kick yourself forward and get the same speed as you're going at the time. And that is very important because, yeah, it's not fun to get whipped off of a board. I love skateboarding. I used to skateboard literally all the way to my school, like 8 miles, like on the side of the road while just balancing and having to lift my foot up every time because there'd be pebbles making the board just go. But yeah, I like skateboarding. I don't know, I like swimming. I like sometimes doing landscaping. It's not favorite hobby, but sometimes can be relaxing. Like, I really wish I recorded myself when I was doing this landscaping job and I was like listening to my rave music video. It was literally in the winter time. Like, I got so heated because I was like with the pickaxe, I was like boosh, 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 just dancing and then just like spinning the pickaxe with my hand while listening to music, rave music, and like I blasted out like probably a job that should have took me 2 days and like 4 hours. Just shirtless, sweating profusely during winter. Well, dude just like comes out, listen, see me play like rave music, being like, I don't want you just to use the pickaxe. I want you to use the shovel. It'll be easier. I'm like, no, I gotta break up all this dirt. This is easy and fun. Yeah, that was so fun. It just stinks because, like, literally, my mom suggested that because it was nearby her place, and it was just like, oh yeah, this person works good, but he takes a little bit to work, but he does a good job. Well, I did a good job, and I worked so hard that he only paid the $15 for like. Well, actually, I did it in 2 hours. No, I did it in an hour or two. It wasn't 4. Yeah, because I got upset because I was like, you only got 15. Can I get a little bit more? He's like, no, this is all I got right now. I'm like, oh, I get it. My fault for doing it fast. What's my battery at now? Oh no, it's at 12. I guess so. Should I end it or will it save? I guess so. It should save because people have been commenting on it. I don't know. What do you think? Should I get done or what's your last questions or stuff? Because yeah, my phone's at 12%. I don't know what goes on with live if my battery dies when I'm doing a live. Do you know? I don't. I'm actually curious. Oh, one other thing you might not know about me is I'm double jointed. I can pop this arm right here, my right arm, out of socket over 20 times if I want. I don't feel like doing it, but I can. Sometimes it's even out of socket and I don't even know it. I've never lost a game of bloody knuckles. My veins go to the side of my knuckles, and I have a really high pain tolerance. That's another thing not a lot of people know. I've always wanted somebody to beat me in bloody knuckles. I've had people cheat in Bloody Knuckles, but never beat me in Bloody Knuckles. I've had somebody hold a pencil in their hand and literally got me, I think, right there. Yeah, yeah, right there. It might be a little hard because I circled it with the marker, but there's a pencil lead mark right there from, yeah, pencil going straight in. Literally sounded like one of those cartoons, like when it goes like, yeah, it went, and I just was like, really? I went, kicked him straight in the balls. Deserved it. I didn't get in trouble just because I got a hole in my hand with the pencil, and they're just like, well, I guess so since you both hurt yourself, you can just go back to class. I'm like, all right. Well, I wish the same thing happened when I accidentally dislocated somebody's pinky and relocated it by slapping their hand because they would always be mean to me in tag. And so while I was running away from a friend, I was just like, tag, you're it. Yeah, I got in trouble. Oh well. I got in trouble because I accidentally dislocated somebody's pinky, and then my friend got so mad because I accidentally stepped on his shoelace, and then he tried to run off. And I didn't even realize I stepped on his shoelace, but like he did like the cartoon fall backwards, and yeah, he got so mad at me, he started chasing me. Got lots of stories with that friend. Literally one time he got so mad that he literally almost tried to kill us with a giant log. I felt like I was facing a Dark Souls boss because literally tore apart the treehouse. We were playing a game called Stick Wars where we were throwing sticks at the person up in the treehouse, and like whoever got hit by the person up in the treehouse, like over like 10 times, had to go up in the treehouse and throw sticks and stuff. Well, yeah, he got so mad he started ripping off pieces of plywood and chucking them down, and then he just stormed down, picked up a log that was like 9 feet, like log that was like this big, or it was like longer than 9 feet. It was like huge, because like literally I was blocking each hit with like pieces of plywood, and it just like kept disintegrating each one, and I had to like hold up one of them, throw it in his leg, and he's just like, oh, thank you for doing that. I would have like killed both of you. I'm like, it's fine. It's just one of those rage things. What's my favorite book? I like the stick bug. I like the Brazilian walking. I like the tiger swallow caterpillar, the one that's like caterpie. But I guess so. The dragonfly larva. How it's got that alien mouth. Hmm. I don't know. I like really weird bugs and stuff. I like lunar moths. I once seen a lunar moth. It's really cool. Um, any other questions? Because I'm right now running at a blank. Um, this one I made myself. These, somebody gave. Um, but yeah, I might start making these bracelets again. Something I hate. Uh, I hate, R&B singers that use auto tune and literally it's like sitting in my room. The only auto tune singers I do like is like when they actually use their voice and use the auto tune where they're just like, I am sitting in my room, where they'll use their full a cappella range. Um, I don't like some new rap music where they're just like, I use my ding-a-ling as I don't know if I can use a water piece. I'll just say it's that. There goes bubble bubble with some smoke. I don't like when they just talk about drugs and like rap. But I do like classic rap. I don't like fist dancing in mosh pits. I will full on like ram somebody in the mosh pit if they're doing fist dancing. I don't like jealousy. Uh, well, I hate jealousy. I guess I would say. I hate milk, and I hate that like a lot of things have milk that I like. I don't like cream cheese. I think it ruins sushi. I do sometimes like eating jalapeno poppers, but like I very rarely eat it because it makes me sick. I hate hitting my funny bone on this. It's the worst. Hitting my funny bone right here. It hurts more than here. Oh, I hate when I lose the screws that balance my trucks on my skateboard. I can't even tell you how many times I've traveled 10 miles and I've had to go to AutoZone and buy like literally lock nut screws just to skateboard to wherever I'm going to school, when I did skateboard to school, or going to work. It stinked. I hate being used for work and being told to work at 100% because I will work at 100%. And then, yeah. I hate my occupational defiance order when I get yelled at. I sometimes will do the opposite of what somebody is telling me at work. Like, somebody will tell me to hang up lights going counterclockwise, and I'll do it clockwise because they're yelling at me to do it. I've gotten like designery, like do lights for shops and stuff, and yeah, did it the wrong way. um, I hate ticks. I hate bed bugs. I've had to remove ticks out of people. I hate fleas. I hate giving cats flea baths. Seen them bleed to death. I don't want to go over that. Yes, I actually had to be in Disney World. Actually, I have some really funny stories about Disney World. Literally, my grandparents took me to Disney World, and they were opening the Disney, like Mickey Mouse's like playhouse thing. It was like a new attraction when I was like 7 or something, and there was like a huge line. And I'm just like, I'm not waiting for this line. I snuck into it, and like before it even opened and everything, and like I was like trying to change the knob on the TV, and like I tried to eat the fake grapes sitting on the bed, and I was like trying to get the glasses, but they glued it onto the table. I'm like, I want Mickey Mouse's glasses. Give me Mickey Mouse. I was having fun just playing on the stuff that you weren't supposed to play on and jumping on the bed. And then, like, I walked back into the line, and then my parents were just like, "Where were you?" I'm like, "I went to go see Mickey Mouse's house. I'm already done with this. Mickey, get out of line." They're like, "What? We waited for you and we're looking for you everywhere." I'm like, "Yeah, you waited good enough time for me to see the whole thing. Why wait in line when I could have just seen it right away?" Or I said something like that. And I went there before, and like, literally, somebody once had a heart attack during Splash Mountain, and because their hand got put in the water and the camera caught it, the machine like shut off the whole ride, and like, yeah, they couldn't get it going so long that they gave us free tickets. That was a fun time. Um, I went to Disney World like 6 or 7 times. I haven't went back there in a long time. Uh, I don't know. My favorite place is the Epcot Center. I like Space Mountain, but more favorite than Space Mountain, the the ADHD roller coaster, the Epcot Center, and the well, I don't know. When I went to the Haunted Mansion, literally my aunt literally took up both sides of the seat, and I couldn't buckle my seat, and literally during the ride I had to hold on to the little metal things the whole time while the ride was going. I wasn't buckled in at all. It was like not fun, but it was kind of. I don't know. I enjoy Cedar Point more. Cedar Point. Now, somebody takes me to Cedar Point, I'll give them a piggyback ride to all the rides. Run there. I love Cedar Point. I miss the Mantis ride. That was my favorite ride at Cedar Point that they got rid of. Also, the Top World Dragster. But I guess so that decapitated people. But so did the Demon Drop. But I missed the Demon Drop too. You'd also get free money sometimes too. Oh, lots of fun rides. Gatekeeper's really fun. Cedar Point. Okay. Oh. Message retracted. Any other questions? Because my phone is at 8% now. It's getting at the last bit. I'm trying to save as much battery as I can. My phone's on sleep mode. But I'm not ready to go to sleep. I'm still talking and answering questions if you got them. Any more questions? Or is the message is slow? Because this is my first live. So I'm sorry if I'm not answering them right away. Yeah, I've had people see me with my tail. I mean, at the punk show, I mean, I did like at the first, well, when I got my fur tail and everything, like the first punk show that I went to, um, yeah, I weared my tail, I weared my fur, and I even did like a rant for my song, Cats Trapped in the Rat Cage. It didn't go as well as I wanted it to because the song was, well, the beat was like a thrash beat, and I kind of got off thrown beat. I need to find somebody with like more of the videos. I don't know if all the videos got recorded, but like I got a really cool video of like me like literally taking a butt kick straight to the face. Like, who needs Red Bull when you got a punk show in the mosh pit? And yes, I'm okay, and it wasn't on purpose. It wasn't a mean thing. Literally, it was totally on accident, and yeah, I got to kick him in the tailbone. But yeah, I kicked him in the tailbone and punched him in the shoulder. 'Cause I was just like, "You almost made me lose my eye." That isn't a lie. If he kicked any lower, I would have been really bad situation. But yeah, is there any other place you're curious about me wearing my tail? I mean, I have mentioned a couple other places. I've weared it at a food drive before. Uh, I've only done that like maybe once or twice. Well, actually, three. I don't wear it a lot. It's not something I try and pride and show there, but I do wear it a lot around where I live. I do like wearing it every day. I even sometimes wear it to sleep. Like I'll wear it going to sleep. I'll like wrap it up like here, and I'll just like wrap myself up in a ball and then just curl up and just go to sleep. I really enjoy having my tail. Some people might say like, "Oh, you wear your tail everywhere. It's a disgrace." No, make me feel comfortable. So, bite me. But hello, new person, beans. Oh, little kids see my tail. I usually just tell them like it's something I just like to wear, and it just makes me feel comfortable. It's just my style. Or just say it's just your style. Like, be like, yeah, punk rockers wear what they want to wear to feel comfortable and use what they have. So, yeah, it makes me feel comfortable, and it's what I have, so it's what I am and what I have. That's what I tell usually kids, and usually they're just like, cool. Somebody just called me a furry, I'd be like, yeah, but I mean, I have more to me that, like, I'm Therian. Like, so what if you call me a furry? It's just like, you're gonna say something more obvious? Like, I feel like you're just getting these ideas from other people just saying it, and you feel like you're saying more because more people are saying stuff. Because you're just being a sheeple and just following a crowd. It's nothing special, and you're nothing special. So, yeah, I'm a furry. Woo! Just make them feel like it was just pointless for them to even tell you that. But, I mean, it's just depending on their tone and how they are. Sometimes I don't answer it, sometimes I do. It just takes effort and time and self confidence to be able to get that. Really, I've been just completely destroyed to the point where it's just like I just saw no point, and when I learned that me trying to appease to other people just made me more attacked. But even sometimes me expressing myself is sometimes me being attacked because I was different, and then I wanted people to try and accept me. See, this is the problem where people get where it's like this whole battle. It's like you must accept yourself without having the acceptance of other people trying to have your acceptance, because other people will always think other things. And it is great to have acceptance from other people. I won't say I'm not happy to have acceptance. I love it. It is great. But, like, not everybody's going to have the same thought and the same feelings. So you just have to be able to just accept yourself, laugh, and shake it off. No, I do not have any mask. And I'm at 5%, so I'm sorry if I cut off soon. But yeah, no, I don't have any mask. I'm like in the process of buying a furry wolf like head and stuff, but like I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get it because they moved up from being like 350 to like 750 with some extra stuff. And like really, I've been just hoping somebody to make me one or just to get one or something like that. But I know it's kind of rude of me to even expect that. But like, yeah, I put $450. Got like literally copper poisoning, cleaning copper to try and make enough money, and still didn't make enough money. And yeah, not fun. But yeah, no, I don't have a mask. I've been wanting to make one. Oh, sure, you can make me one. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a red lynx. Or you can make me a cool cat one. I like double helixes and spikes, and I like zigzag patterns. I like dark orange and dark yellow, like an amber orange and dark yellow. I do have like a pattern of my art on my community page if you want to check that out. That's something I drawed for my character, Elynxtra, my red lynx. Awesome, yeah. Because I go in mosh pits and I do a lot of quadrobics and I don't know, I sweat a lot. I don't know, that's a good thing because I swear if I didn't sweat, I would be having heat stroke. What I would do. I know somebody who actually did have that problem who didn't sweat and would have like little heat strokes. It's a bad thing for somebody to have. But that's besides the point. Yeah. Thank you. I deeply appreciate that. Um, just to let you know, if you got any more questions, I'm gonna ask them quickly, cause I'm at 5%. Oh, neat. What kind of moth one? Like a lunar moth? Like the green lunar moths? I love. Or like the tiger swallow moth kind. Well, that's also a caterpillar, but it's a moth. Oh, hey, Lemon. Oh, of course. You catch me right when I'm at 5%. My phone's near its last charge. You got any questions for me before I have to go? I wish the charger at the library I'm at using the Wi-Fi worked, because my phone that actually had service is broken. I know. Um, I mean, I don't mind pit bulls. I've had a little traumatic experience with a pit bull with one of my cats, but I don't hate pit bulls. Um, but yeah, I still accept pit bulls as a dog. I don't fear them. I still like petting pit bulls. My favorite animal is like the Clydesdale horse. I feel a connection with it. Also deers. Um, the lynx, like the Canadian lynx. Is one of my favorites. I don't know. I like spiders too. Uh, I don't know. I also like well, one other thing, animal I like that I didn't get to mention is the Blackfoot cat. I used to actually own one. Very very cute South African cat. One of my favorite cats that I own. Named it Jag. That's I got that idea nickname from people calling well, yeah, Tari Jaguar Jag. And I was just like, yeah, I like Jag. It was a cute name. Um, yeah. Um, ah, my grandpa hunted deer too. I never got to go hunting with him. I really wanted to be able to go hunting before he like couldn't, and he sold most of all his guns. He sold his bolt action rifle, his Winchester bolt action rifle that he got when he was like 10 years old from a tool shop. He told me he was never going to sell it. He sold it. And I'm like, that was the one rifle I wanted. I think it was a 21 or 22. Yeah, no, 22. Oh, really stink. Okay, I'll check out your post, Beans. What did you post, weird core? I'm so confused. Okay, I accept your apology. I just don't even know what you posted, weird core. Is it so weird that it ripped the core apart and tore the meaning of weird into a new agenda of weirdology, and weirdology became into a mass subculture that developed into its own religion that made it itself into this all-knowing weird core. Like, I really don't know what you're supposed to. All right, let's see. Oh no, I'm at 3%. No. Oh, there's like so much stuff I've talked about during this, and it's just like I'm gonna have to go soon. No. Well, Lemon, you've went live before. If I run my battery all the way down to 0 and don't cut my live, does that screw up my live and will my live disappear, or does it still stay here on YouTube? Do you know? Yes, I am outside right now. I'm at a library right now. A library that I wish had a plug that worked, because I'm still talking right now. But I'm probably going to do another live and probably have it more planned out. Because I'm probably going to have to go soon. Like when it's... Yes, I am a Therian. I am a Therian who is also alter human with my... Because I'm a super empath, and I like have like healer energy, and or like yeah, I'm sorry. Ugh. I'm just getting a little caught up because I'm getting frustrated because I'm like two batteries, like 2%. But yes, I am a Therian. My Theriology is a red lynx. I go through Contherian shifts. I also have like regular shifts. I have bilocation shifts. I can astral shift. And actually, one thing I haven't like really talked about, but like I've been practicing on, is like trying to change like my energy to like the animals that I feel like really connected, like with the Clydesdale horse. And I did kind of change my energy in the astral shift to like a Clydesdale horse, but I don't know, I went back to my body like right after, so I don't know if I'm polytherian or something, but yeah, I am a Therian. I go through shifts. My Therian type? Well, it's a red lynx. I've said that. I don't know if I'm a polytherian because I shifted my energy to a different animal in the astral plane, doing astral shift. Okay, that's cool. See, I don't know if I have like phantom shifts. I don't know. Ah, I don't know. That is a good question. I don't know. I'd have a lot of bilocation shifts and stuff. I don't know if. Oh no, my phone's about to die. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go. I'm sorry, my phone's at 1%. I'm gonna have to go. It's good talking to everybody. I'll try and post a video or do something. Alright, bye.